The brutal reality of relationships is that they're nothing but power dynamics in action. One pursues, while the other distances. One controls the demand, while the other faces withdrawals. The point is, you need to have a good grasp over how things work, and then be able to navigate the waters. If you're oblivious and naive, you'll end up foiling any chance of a strong and successful relationship. You don't want that to happen with a woman who is worth the stress and headaches. You'll want to lock her down, figuratively that is. That's why I'm going to tell you the 7 different ways you can use dark psychology to plant that seed in her mind. Let me make it crystal clear. Whether these are considered manipulation tactics or not, that will depend solely on how you use them. I am strongly against the use of this knowledge in any negative manner. You want to be a good, responsible citizen while still knowing how to turn a woman on and get her attached to you. You must generate that synergy and maintain it. It's the winning strategy with women. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Trick number 1. Trigger an aura of mystery in her. When trying to get a girl to fall for you through girls' psychology, you have to show them that you see something special in them, and are finding them incredibly interesting because of it. The key here would be not to tell them what that something is, though. This will make them think about you 24/7. This trick works because it increases the levels of female curiosity while boosting their attraction towards you at the same time. Just remember to stay mysterious every single time you are around the girl that you like in order to maintain that attraction for as long as possible. Trick number 2. Get rid of her ego somehow. Girls are used to getting attention whenever they want, so you have to get rid of a girl's ego somehow if you want to succeed at attracting her. Basically, you need to focus on doing certain things whenever you are around the girl that you like. Spend more time talking to her friends than to her, for example, or pretend like she doesn't exist when you are hanging out with a whole group of people. Not only will this make her jealous and make her feel ignored, but she will also try much harder to get your attention on her because of it. Remember, girls love things that are rare and consider those things to be extremely valuable. So, if you make yourself unavailable to her, your value will automatically skyrocket in her eyes, and she will want you more than ever. This is just how girls' psychology works. Trick number 3. Use her emotions to your advantage. If you know how to direct a girl's psychology in accordance with your will, then you'll be super successful in dating. One such technique is fractionation. If you don't know how fractionation works, allow me to explain. Fractionation is a process in hypnosis where you bring your target in and out of the state of trance in order to deepen the experience of getting hypnotized into trance over time. To put it in simpler words, it is a process where you pull your target in by building rapport, and then break rapport, and then you pull her back in again so that you build a stronger level of rapport than the last time. The duration in which this happens can be anything from minutes to hours, or even weeks. That's not important. You can take it as slow or as fast as you like. It's completely up to you. I'll explain it more with a couple real-life examples. First, if you've worked at a sales gig before, then you should have already encountered the fractionation effect. When the prospective client meets you for the first time, he is usually skeptical and maybe somewhat cold to you. He listens defensively, or maybe acknowledging your points politely without agreeing with you outright. He seems distant and somewhat detached. This lack of rapport may drag on the first 2 to 3 meetings. The truth is that all successful authors, scriptwriters, and movie directors are masters at using fractionation to put their audiences into trance. Don't be surprised if they have been schooled in advanced mind control in order to be successful. After all, mass media is all about putting people into one giant trance. Imagine how much time and frustration that it will save you if you know how to use this technique on women. As I said earlier, girls let their hearts rule them instead of their heads. So, if you can successfully utilize a girl's emotions to your advantage, you should have no trouble making her fall for you completely. You may need to go through several trials before actually succeeding at this, but it will definitely be worth it in the end. Trick number 4. Use reverse psychology. Why do you think girls go nuts over limited edition designed handbags? It's simple, really. They are hard to get. So, if you want to appeal to girls, you have to play on that bit of girls' psychology and become hard to get yourself. To do this easily, just disqualify and reject girls on a regular basis. Basically, you have to make them feel that you are impossible to get and that you aren't interested in them at all. Instead of just making your value skyrocket this way, girls will start running after you and throwing themselves at you if you do this right. Trick number 5. Create some confusion. In a nutshell, all this trick really involves is messing up a girl's thoughts. This trick is different from the tricks mentioned earlier because you don't actually have to try and control her mind, just only confuse her a little bit. By confusing the girl of your choice, you can actually make her develop a subconscious obsession with you. How can you confuse her by using girls' psychology to your advantage? Well, one thing you can try is alternate the feelings of being reserved and being attracted to her. Understanding the psychology of girls shows that this trick will work at getting girls to fall for you because it is shrewd and unexpected. Plus, girls love it when guys play them hot and cold. They just won't admit it. A good technique on hacking into a girl's mind using the famed female loophole is, once again, fractionation. You have to make her experience an emotional roller coaster by using covert psychology and persuasion methods. Trick number 6. Practice the art of intense eye contact. Without resorting to actual hypnosis, it is possible to attract a girl just by making eye contact. You just have to make sure that you learn how to use eye contact in a way that will make her feel like you are tapping into her soul. This may take some time to master, though. A lot of the time, guys end up looking at girls for too long while practicing this in the beginning, to the point that girls start thinking they are being rude or creepy. If this happens to you, don't give up just yet. Once you do get to focusing on her properly, you will actually be able to gain her overall admiration in the end, and even get her obsessed with you. This is definitely a must-have in your arsenal. Lastly, trick number 7. Successfully create a lingering presence. Another way to hypnotize a girl without using actual hypnosis would be to make her feel like you are there with her, no matter where she goes. This might sound strange and creepy to you, but it can be a very effective method if done right, because it can easily make girls develop an attachment to you. Plus, if you are extremely good at it, you can even make the girl work hard for your attention. If you hesitate to use a technique like fractionation to seduce women, then you're probably not that ready for seduction success. Naturally, before using any of the tricks on girls' psychology which I talked about, you will have to exercise a bit of caution. After all, these tricks may prove to be dangerous if used too much, and could backfire if used inappropriately. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you support the channel by dropping a like and subscribing for more future content. See you in the next one. Stay blessed.